what a night it's going to be for harness racing.
They're off and pacing.
They win the Gold Cup in Chaucer.
Great stretch drive here at the Downs.
12:47. Correct time of day is showing on the board. 1 o'clock post time for the first equipment change. In the first on the one, I'm a lot. Off with the ear hood, he adds ear plugs and brace bandages in behind. Number 2 in, East Sign of Harry. Goes from a blind to an open bridle and a hood with cups. Races 2 and 3, your early daily double races. It goes as programmed. Also this afternoon, here at the grandstand and in the paddock area, applications for the Inverness Raceway Fantasy Stable. What you do there is choose 8 horses. It costs $20 a stable. Your horses earn points based on their official finishing position each time they race at the Inverness Raceway. For an example, first is 5 points, second is 4, third is 3, fourth is 2, fifth is 1 point, 6, 7, and 8 you do not get points. That's the Inverness Raceway Fantasy Stable, $20 per stable. Contact Lily Watson here at the Raceway. The stable with the highest number of points at the end of the season wins $800 for first, $500 second, and $300 for third. Downstairs this afternoon in the parimutuel area, free Sundays. Compliments of Ivan's Daughters. That's downstairs in the parimutuel area. Free Sundays. Compliments of Ivan's Daughters. The Six Little Farmers Petting Zoo is located over there at the Maple Street entrance It's sponsored by the 100-year celebration group here at the Inverness Raceway. Shortly, the entries will be on their way post-parade for the first. Entries moving down the backside on towards Post Parade. Here in the first, equipment change on the 1 and 2. Posted in the pari-mutuel area. Correct time of day showing on the board at 12:59. Post time has been altered up to 1:06. 1:06 post time here on the first. On parade from the lower turn there, the entries here in the first. Downwinners 1 and 2. They go for purse $1,100. The One-Eye Malott, owned, bred, and trained by Charles Frazier. Mr. Rodney Gillis is in the sulky. Malcolm McCacken shares ownership with the trainer Alex Sutherland. Down the 2, Any Sign of Harry and Campbell McIsaac. Melanie Patricia LeBlanc sends out the first of 2 here. Zero Stress Nora and a Monica Sutherland. Then up in post position 4, I See True Grit. Travis McLean is in the sulky. Up in post 5, it's the 11-year-old Well Said Bank of Dad for owner, trainer, driver, Mr. Tim Gillis. And up here in post position 6, it's Drink Up a Chat Show, a 3-year-old Shadow Play, owned and trained by J.J. McDonald. Mr. Redmond Doucette does the driving. Favorite on the board at present time at $3.30. It's the 6. Drink Up a Chat Show and a Redmond Doucette. My selection here in the first is the 6, Drink Up Machacho, and 3 starts this year, a winner in his last start, going away in 2 minutes and 4/5 for maiden mark. Redmond Doucette was in the sulky. He finished second twice to Captain Tate and a Walter Walker. Drink Up Machacho, he's at 3:20 showing on the board. For second, I went to the 3, Zero Stress Nora. Monica Sutherland drives for Melanie Patricia LeBlanc. And I went to her stablemate for third, I See True Grit. Travis McLean gets the call here this afternoon. He was in the sulky last week. 2 seconds in 3 starts this season. At upper 4, I went to Any Sign of Harry and Campbell McIsaac for Malcolm McCacken and Alex Sutherland. 6, 3, 4, and 2, my selection here in the first. Entries up, second and final score. It's your last chance at the windows. Your officials for this afternoon's Cardiff Racing in the paddock judge, Linda Gillis. Our starter, Mr. Joe Guerra. In the judges' stand this afternoon, presiding judge, Danny McKinnon. Associate judges, Sean Tobin and Gary Gardner. Thomas Burke on photo finish. Brock McLean on photo patrol. Jesse Pearson is our timer. Shannon McLean is our clerk, of course. Entries moving on the stable turn. Here for the first. Top of the stretch here in the first condition field. Non-winners 1 and 2. They go for purse $1,100. I'm a lot and Rodney Gillis. Any sign of Harry. Campbell McIsaac. Zero Stress Nora. Monica Sutherland. I See True Grit. Travis McLean. Bank of Dad. Timmy Gillis. Drink Up Muchacho. At a Redmond Dupsat. Field of 6 all on gate. Down off of the gate and away and Zero Stress Nora. Heads out looking for the lead. Second on the outside. I See True Grit on the far outside. That's Drink Up Muchacho. At a 4. It's Any Sign of Harry up in 5. I'm a Lot in the backfield. That is Bank of Dad. On toward the opening quarter now. And the 3-year-old Shadow Play Drink Up Muchacho. In a rain to Redmond Deucet. Up front down the lead. Past the opening quarter. In 30-1. Here's second. That is Zero Stress Nora. I See True Grit. Yeah, to 4. Any Sign of Harry. 5 on the outside. I'm a Lot in the backfield. It's Bank of Dad. They're on toward the half mile. Up front down the lead. Drink Up Muchacho by 2. Zero Stress Nora is second. I See True Grit is third. 4 on the outside. That's I'm a Lot from 5. Any Sign of Harry. Then Bank of Dad. 101 and 2. They were by the half mile up the backside. The 3/4 up and coming now. Drink Up Muchacho. Uncontested up front. Second, Zero Stress Nora. I See True Grit. Racing out of 3. Scooting down the rail in 4. That's Any Sign of Harry. 5 on the outside. It's I'm a Lot in the backfield. Bank of Dad. 130. 2 and 2. Past 3/4. Off the top turn to drive through the lanes now. And Drink Up Muchacho. Up front by 3, Zero Stress Nora is second. Then I See True Grit. Getting on toward the mile now. Drink Up Muchacho to win it. Zero Stress Nora is second. Up here third, I See True Grit. And then Any Sign of Harry. 202 and 2/5. Drink Up Muchacho, Redmond Deucet. Here in the first. Heading into the Denmark Acres Winter Circle. 3-year-old Bay Pacing Gelding by Shadow Play at the Sports Rider Bear, Twinbee Cheeks. His horse was bred at Winback Farms, Chesapeake City, Maryland. Owned and trained by J.J. McDonald, Inverness. Mr. Redmond Doucette in the sulky second win on the season, 202 2/5. 3-year-old Drink Up Machacho. And the first official, I'm a lot, was 5. Any Sign of Harry, 4. 0 Stress Nora was 2nd. I See True Grit was 3rd. Bank of Dad, 6. And Drink Up Machacho, the winner. 30 and 1. Past the quarter, 101 2. 132 2. Race 20 trip, 202 2. Top the program, it should read 542 36. Then 1 on the bottom, across the board for the winner. Drink Up Chacho, 320, 220, and 210. The place to 3. $3.50, $3.40 to show. Show entry the 4. I See True Grit, $4.50. 6342 Triacta, returning $12 even, $12 even. For the Super, here on the first, the exact 6 and 3, Quebec, $4.10, $4.10. And the Triacta combination was 6, 3, and 4. That is 6, 3, 4 tracked combination, Quebec, $14.40. Up and coming, race 2, first and the early double. And the entries are going as programmed. Also, entries going in as programmed over race number 3, second and the early double. In the parimutuel area, you will see a designated area called Memory Lane. This area displays the rich history of the racetrack, including recognizing generations of families that have been involved with the Inverness Raceway. They have a little bit of everything: coolers, silks, trophies, pictures, and old programs. They are still looking for more items. This is an opportunity for racing families to book the area for a special date to highlight their family's legacy, to donate or loan items to be displayed all season on, or book a specific date to display their family's legacy. See Tammy McKay Kearney at Memory Lane. Applications going around for the Inverness Raceway Fantasy Stable. Return to Lily Watson before the first race. It starts July the 1st of this year. July the 1st it starts. Return those entry sheets. It's $20 per stable. You choose 8 horses. First place is $800. Second place is $500. Third, $300. Inverness Raceway Fantasy Stable. Contact Lily Watson. On parade from the lower turn, the entries here in the second. First in the Daily Double, Quadella Superfecta and Triacta Wagering. Downwaters 301 last 5. They go for purse $11.50. Anita Gillis shares ownership with the trainer. The effort beaten. Mojo Beach on the rail and Rodney Gillis up. Melanie Patricia LeBlanc, owner trainer of the 2, Miss Patricia B. Monica Sutherland is up. Post position 3 in Coot Cobbler. By the Autumn Gold Stable, trainer is Ronnie Garland, driver Mr. Zach Mullins. Miss Chili Pepper from Post 4, a 10-year-old Dowling mare, owner trainer driver Mr. Tim Gillis. Mando Fun, a 13-year-old Badlands Hanover, owned by Aubrey Cameron and Brenda McQueen. Ronnie Garland trains Travis McLean up. And 6, Filthy Phil, a 4-year-old Shanghai Phil. Owned and driven by Redmond Doucette, Lennon McIsaac, does the conditioning. Field of 6, first and the early double. It goes to post in 5. Feature races on this afternoon's card of racing. Over in race number 4, it's the Vincent Daigle Memorial Pace, and a race number 5, the Johnny Gillis Memorial Pace. Entries on the way back. Second and final score. We're down to 3 minutes now. 3 to go. My selection here in the second, I went to the 6th entry again, and Redmond Doucette in the sulky for conditioner Lennon Kaiser on the 4-year-old Filthy Phil. Just the one start this year, finished up second to Captain Tate on the outside. The entire second half of the mile, Filthy Phil. I'll throw in to win this one for second. I went to the 3, Couped Cobbler. A couple of 3s on the program. Paced his last mile in 2:01 and 4/5 right in behind Filthy Phil. Zach Mullins in the sulky. He's back in the sulky here this afternoon. For third, I went to the 2, Miss Patricia B. Monica Sutherland does the driving for Melanie Patricia LeBlanc. Finished second, and the last start came the last quarter, 29 2/5 for a mile, 2:02 and 2. And for fourth, I went to the rail entry, Mojo Beach, owned by Anita Gillis, and the effort beaten Rodney Gillis does the driving. 6-3, 2-1, my selection here in the second. Favorite on the board, 1 minute to post at $3.70. It's the 6, Filthy Phil, and a Redmond Doucette. The longest shot on the board is the 5, Mendo Fun, and Travis McLean in the sulky. Made a break in his last start. Travis McLean in the sulky on this 13-year-old Mando Fun. Entries moving on the stable turn here for the second. Top of the stretch here in the second condition field. They go for purse 1150 Mojo Beach. And a Rodney Gillis, Miss Patricia B. and Monica Sutherland. Coot Cobbler, Zach Mullins, Miss Chili Pepper. Timmy Gillis, Mando Fun, Travis McLean, Filthy Phil. And a Redmond Dosat. Field of 6 down off the gate and away into Mojo Beach. Heads out for the lead. Up here on the outside is Filthy Phil. In third at the rail, it's Miss Patricia B. Down the backside toward the opening quarter down. The 4-year-old Sunshine Beach. Mojo Beach is up front down the lead, setting the fractions. In the 2-hole, that is Filthy Phil up here third. That is Miss Patricia B. at a 4, Coot Cobbler. Up in 5, Miss Chili Pepper in the backfield. That is Mando Fun. We're stretched out single file after an opening quarter of 30-1. Off the top turn and toward the half now. And the favorite now on the board at 370, it's the 1, Mojo Beach. And he's up front down the lead here for Rodney Gillis. Filthy Phil is second. Up here third, Miss Patricia B. You get a 4, Coot Cobbler, Miss Chili Pepper, and then Mando Fun. 1 minute flat at the half mile. At the 5/8 turn here, Mojo Beach up front, grabbing on here second. That is Filthy Phil, Miss Patricia B, Coot Cobbler, Miss Chili Pepper, and then Mando Fun. Positions remain the same. On past that 3/4 now, and a Mojo Beach is going to get a challenge here from Filthy Phil and Redmond Doucette, 1:30, 1. Past 3/4, Mojo Beach on the inside. Here's Filthy Phil on the outside. He's not by yet. He's swinging wide. Then a gap of 7 to Miss Patricia B. and Coot Cobbler. We're through the lanes now, and the 4-year-old Filthy Phil and Redmond Doucette. Up to win it. Mojo Beach is second. Miss Patricia B. up here at third. Two minutes flat, Filthy Phil and a Redmond Doucette here in the second. Over there at the Maple Street entrance, it's the Six Little Farmers Petting Zoo. take a run over and see what's going on there in the Maple Street entrance. It's the Six Little Farmers Petting Zoo. Coming back a winner here in the second, the 4-year-old bay pacing horse by Shanghai Phil. And the fully loaded mare, CMR, may be loaded. His horse was bred by John McClellan at a Bamboo. Lennon McIsaac does the training. Only driven by Redmond Doucette. He drives back-to-back winners. This time, Filthy Phil, 2 minutes here in the second. Second official, Mojo Beach was second. Miss Patricia B. Third, Cobbler 4. Miss Chili Pepper 6. Bendo Fun 5. Filthy Phil the winner. 30-1. Minute flat. 1:30, 2 minutes even. Top the program 2, 3, 4, 6, 5. Then 1 on the bottom. 2 minutes flat. Filthy Phil, Redmond Doucette, second winner. On the program, 460, 240, 220. Place entry, the 1, Mojo Beach, 370, 210. No shows on the 2, Miss Patricia B. Superfecta, 6, 1, 2, and 3. $14.70. $14.70. Triacta came back $26 even for a 6-1-2. Triacta combination. And Quinella combination in the second of 6 and 1 or 1 and 6. We'll have that for you momentarily. If I could have everybody's attention for a moment, please. At the Saratoga Raceway on June the 16th, a tragic fire, and the barn housed 18 horses. One horse escaped with minor injury. 17 horses lost their lives. They were owned by Robin Mangiardi and Timothy Benson. That's a tragic. A barn fire. 17 horses lost their lives at the Saratoga Raceway. And we're going to have a moment's silence this afternoon for those 17 lives lost. We thank you very much. Your approximate daily double odds. AB's future $61.61. Whistler 24. Affair Somewhere 41. Captain Tate $5.80. Piava 123. Flory Merchandise 24. And Effie May K 24. From the top, 61, 24, 41, 580, 123, 24, and 24. Entries going as programmed here for the third. Exacta, Superfecta, and Triacta wagering in the third. Note over in races 4 and 6. Quinella wagering is going to be Exacta wagering. Quinella wagering has been changed over to Exacta wagering. No more Quinella wagering here at the Inverness Raceway. It'll be Exacta wagering. That's in races 4 and 6. Change it on your program, please. On parade from the lower turn there, the entries here in the third condition field. Downwaters 451 last 5. They go for purse 1175. GG Stone and Max Stable, owners of the 1AB's Future, Bernie McDonald Trains, Rodney Gillis. in the sulky. 2 Whistler for owner, trainer, driver Sandy McNeil. 3 is Excuse Post Parade. The 4 is Captain Tate, a 3-year-old Captain Crunch, owned by James McGinnis. Walter Walker trains and drives. 5 is Pia Ava, 4-year-old Shadow Play, owned by G.G. Stone and Max Stable. Bernie McDonald trains. Travis McLean. Here's the 6, Laurie Merchandise, owned by Dion Gillis. Ambrose Gillis trains and drives. Rounding out the field, number 7, Effie May Kay, a 3-year-old Tobago Case, owned by Donnie McCachran. Walter Walker trains. Mr. Redmond Doucette in the sulky. Field of 7, here in the 3rd, Exacta, Superfecta, and Triacta Wagering. Lots of activity over there at the Maple Street entrance. It's the 6 Little Farmers Petting Zoo. The 3 here in the 3rd is Fair Somewhere, by Arden Mofford, James Lewis and Manzi McVicker. Sean McDonald trains. Zach Mullins in the sulky. Entries up, 2nd and final score. And it's your last chance at the windows. Up and coming in the 4th, it's the Vincent Daigle Memorial Pace. My selection here in the 4th, I went to the 4. Captain Tate, he's 3 for 3 on the season, going for 4 in a row. For owner James McGinnis at a Halifax, Walter Walker does the training and the driving. He's at $6.40. The betting public's choice at $6.40. For 2nd, I went to the 6, Laurie Merchandise, by Dion Gillis. At a Strathloran, just the one start on the season, and a place entry by a neck to Dirty Bobby. Ambrose Gillis is in the sulky. For third, I went to the rail entry. AB's Future. This is the 13-year-old stallion by Driven to Win, owned by G.G. Stone and Max Stable. You had a Port Hood, Bernie McDonald conditions. Rodney Gillis is in the sulky. And for fourth, I went to the 7, Effie May K. Redmond Doucette. The drives for Donnie McCachran. You had a Upper Marguerite. 4, 6, 1, and 7, my selection here in the third. Entries called up to the gate. The entries for the third in the hands of your starter. Favorite on the board at $4.50 is the 4, Captain Tate. He goes for 4 in a row here this afternoon. He's at $4.80. A good betting board. The longest shot is at $16. Race number 3, condition field for $11.75. AB's Future and Rodney Gillis. Whistler and Sandy McNeil, Affair Somewhere. Zach Bullets, Captain Tate and Walter Walker. P.A. Abba, Travis McLean. Laurie Merchandise, Ambrose Gillis in the backfield. Effie May K. And a Redmond Doucette. Field of 7. Condition field. Down off the gate and away, and Whistler heads out full lead. Captain Tate is second on the outside. Up here third, that is Laurie Merchandise. Yeah, to 4 AB's Future. On toward that opening quarter down at a Captain Tate. Up front on the lead, Whistler second. Laurie Merchandise has popped in the 3-hole at a 4. That is AB's Future up in 5, Effie May K. Yeah, a 6, Affair Somewhere in the backfield. That is P.A. Abba. 30 and 2 past the opening station on toward the half mile now. Stretched out single file. Getting a little bit bunched up there at the 3/8 turn. Up front on the lead is Captain Tate. Second on the outside, here is Laurie Merchandise and Ambrose Gillis. Third, that is Whistler at a 4 AB's Future, Effie May K. And Affair Somewhere in the backfield is P.A. Abba. 101, just a half mile up the backside, and the 3/4 up and coming now. And Laurie Merchandise is hounding Captain Tate. In at the rail, third is Whistler. AB's Future is 4, up in 5. That's Affair Somewhere, then Effie May K. And way back there, that is P.A. Abba. Stable turns, second and final time, and Captain Tate. Half a length out in front, 131 2/5. Laurie Merchandise is second. In at the rail, third. That is Whistler. 4 on the outside. Into the turn there. And a Captain Tate's bringing them on home. Here's Laurie Merchandise, AB's Future, Effie May K on the far outside. Getting to the mile, Captain Tate. Lorry Merchandise looked to be second. Photo for third there. Between the 2, Whistler, and the 7, Effie May K. Captain Tate, 2:03 and 1/5 here in the third. Unofficially 4, 6, 2, and 7. Captain Tate the winner. Laurie Merchandise was second. Whistler third. And Effie May K finished up 4. 4, 6, 2, and 7. Unofficially here in the third. Coming back a winner for the 4th time this season here at the Inverness Raceway, a 3-year-old pacing colt by Captain Crunch. And the Western Ideal mare, Ginger Trinina. This horse was bred by LaFawn Miller. At Topeka, Indiana, owned by James McGinnis. At Halifax, Walter Walker does the training and the driving. 4 for 4 on the season, 2:03 and 1/5. Captain Tate here in the third. Downstairs this afternoon, free Sundays, compliments of Ivan's Daughters. Up and coming in the 4th, the Vincent Daigle Memorial Pace. It's the start of the pick 4. Start the pick 4 over in race number 4. The pick 4 comprises of races numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7. Start of the pick 4 here in the 4th. And the third official AB's Future 5. Whistler was 3. Affair Somewhere, 56. Captain Tate, the winner. Piava, 7. Flory Merchandise, 2nd. F.E. May Gay finished up 4. 30 and 2, 101, 131 and 2, 203 and 1. Top the program, it should read 536, 172. 4 on the bottom, 203 and 1/5. Captain Tate, he goes 4 for 4, and a Walter Walker. 420, 260, 210. The place entry, the 6 Lori Merchandise. 16, 30, and 380. Show the 2 Whistler, $3.80. 462, track to combination 127.60, 127.60. Daily double 6 and 4, $5.80, $5.80 for the daily double 6 and 4 combination. And the exact 4 and 6, $12.40. Up and coming in the 4th, Vincent Daigle, Memorial Pace, the start of the pick 4. Over in race number 1 on this afternoon's Cardiff Racing, Drink Up Chancho was a winner for Redmond Doucette. He came back in the second with the 6 again of Filthy Phil. Redmond Doucette with those 2 wins sits at 999 parimutuel wins. His next win will be, you guessed it, 1,000. Redmond Doucette looking for win number 1,000. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. On parade from the lower turn there, the entry is here in the fourth. It's the Vincent Daigle Memorial Pace. Downwater 601, last 5, also eligible. $5,000 claiming. They go for a purse of $1,300. Gussie McLean, the owner of the 1JG's Fireball, Ethan McLean trains. Mr. Travis McLean in the sulky. Andy Stewart shares ownership with the driver Redmond Doucette, looking for win number 1000. Lennon McIsaac trains Dirty Bobby at a post 2. Fear the Shadow at a post 3, owned by the Irish Road Stables. Brian McGuinness trains Zach Mullinsap. The 4JG's Jumanji has Danny Gillis for Gussie and Ethan McLean. The 5 Eastward O'Fun, owned by GG Stone and Max Stable. Bernie McDonald trains Rodney Gillis in the sulky. 6 Cruising again, owned and trained by Lily Watson. Keegan Madden. Next on post parade is the 8 Rankinville Seamus. Owner, trainer, driver, Mr. Sandy McNeil. And running out the field from the back, here's the 7 MJ Ray, a 4-year-old roll with Harry. By Ryder McLean. Andrew McLean trains and drives. Field 8 here in the 4th. It's the start of the pick 4. Superfecta, Triacta, Win Place and Show Wagering. Start the pick 4 here in the 4th. My selection here in the 4th. I went to the 3, Fear of the Shadow. A 9-year-old by Shadow Play. Brian McGuinness does the training for the Irish Road Stables. Mr. Zach Mullins is in the sulky. Pacing miles in 2 minutes 4/5, 2:01:1. His last start came the last quarter in 29 1/5. He's at $14.20 on the board. For second, I went to the 4 GG's Jumanji. And Danny Gillis in the sulky. He was in the sulky in his last start. Finished second to Galway Bay. Another second on the season for Campbell McIsaac in 2 minutes 1/5, and finished third and paced the mile 2 minutes 4/5. Danny Gillis is back in the sulky here this afternoon. I got J.G. Stamanji in for second. For third, I went to the 7-entry MJ Ray. Andrew McLean does the driving for son Ryder McLean. And up for third, I went to the 2 Dirty Bobby, a 6-year-old Penn Sway. Lennon McIsaac does the conditioning for owners Andy Stewart and driver Redmond Doucette. As I mentioned before, Redmond Doucette looking for win number 1,000. Looking for win number 1,000. Down to 1 minute on post, 1 minute post time. The favorite on the board at present time. It's the rail entry, JG's Fireball, and Travis McLean in the sulky. My selection 3, 4, 7, and 2. This is the Vincent Daigle Memorial Pace. Entries for the 4th in the hands of your starter. Entries moving on. Let's stable turn here in the 4th. Condition field also eligible. $5,000 claiming. They go for $1,300 and a full field of 8. JG's Fireball. On the rail, Dirty Bobby is 2. Fear of the Shadow. At a post 3, JG's Jumanji in 4. Eastward Old Font. Cruising again, 6 on the outside. In the backfield, MJ Ray. Out of Rankinville, Seamus. Field of 8 comes through the lanes here at the Inverness Raceway. Down off the gate and away, and JG Fireball heads out for the lead in the middle. That is Dirty Bobby on the far outside. That is Fear of the Shadow. He goes up on the lead. For Zach Bullens, JG's Fireball is second. Dirty Bobby tucks in at a 3, a gap of 4. And then JG's Jumanji, MJ Ray, a Rankinville Seamus. Stable turn for the first time, 29. and a 1/5 past that opening station. Up front there on the lead, that is Fear the Shadow. Second is JG's Fireball. Driving third, Dirty Bobby. You hit a 4. That is JG's Jumanji. You hit a 5, MJ Ray. On the move in 6. That is Eastward Old Fun. Rankinville Seamus then cruising again. On towards that 5/8 turn. 4 in and 4 out. Up front on the lead after a half. 101. That is Fear the Shadow. A second it is Dirty Bobby. Third JG's Fireball. JG's Jumanji. 4 on the outside. Up here in 5, that is MJ Ray, Rankinville Seamus. Eastward Out Fun, then cruising again. Stable turn, second and final time. Here up front, Fear the Shadow, 130 and 1/5. Redmond Doucette looking for win number 1,000 on the season. He has Dirty Bobby up front on the lead here and through the lanes. And Dirty Bobby is bringing them on home. Racing on and toward the mile. Redmond Doucette, win number 1,000. Dirty Bobby for second. That is Fear the Shadow. 202 flat. Dirty Bobby here in the 4th. Judge's inquiry on the dash. That's on JG's Fireball. JG's Fireball. A reminder, please hold all tickets till official results have been given. For just driving mainly here at the Inverness Raceway and going on the road the odd time, Redmond Doucette has compiled 1,000 driving parimutuel wins. He's heading to the winner's circle on the 6-year-old bay pacing gelding at a Pan's Way out of American Gigolo by Fuji. Andy Stewart at Inverness shares ownership with Redmond. Lennon McIsaac trains. That is win number 1,000 for Redmond Doucette. And at trackside, family and friends. Lots of posters. Win number 1,000 for Redmond Doucette. Daughter in hand. In with Dirty Bobby. 202. Here in the fourth. Okay. Quite an accomplishment. Win number 1,000. Congratulations, Redmond. In the fourth, number 1, JG's Fireball made a break on his own. No placements needed. This was the Vincent Daigle Memorial Pace. Vincent was an avid racing enthusiast who traveled all over the Maritime provinces to attend various racing in Charlottetown, Tartan Downs, North Sydney, and Truro. He enjoyed placing a few bets on the outcome and never missed a race here at the Inverness Raceway. Today, in his honor, we had the Vincent Daigle Memorial Pace. And the fourth official, JG's Fireball, 8 Dirty Bobby, the winner. Fear the Shadow, second, JG's Jumanji, 7. Eastward Old Fun, 3. Cruising Again, 6. MJ Ray, 5. At a Rankinville, Seamus, 4. 29 and 1, 101 and 1, 130 and 1, 202. Top the program, it should read 812, 736, 5. Then 4 on the bottom. Win number 1,000. Redmond Doucette. It's a driving hat trick through 4 on the afternoon. Superfecta carryover 39.90. Superfecta carryover $39.90. Across the board in the third for the winner. Dirty Bobby 870, 690, 230. Fear the Shadow second, 483, 20. Eastward Old Fun $3.60. 2-3 exacta. It came back $40.60. $40.60 for the exact combination of 2 and 3. Tracked combination was 2, 3, and 5. It came back $361.90. Up and coming here in the fifth, it's the Johnny Gillis Memorial Pace.
The afternoon's 5th race entries are now on track for post-parade. It's the Johnny Gillis Memorial Pace. The 1, Windermere Best Man, is owned by Danny Gillis and Beverly McIsaac. Danny Gillis trains and drives the 1, Windermere Best Man. 2, Stay Pumped, is owned by Michael Gillis, trained by Ethan McLean. Travis McLean drives the 2, Stay Pumped. 3, La Playa Deo, is owned and trained by Madison Poirier. Andrew McLean aboard the 3, La Playa Deo. 4, I Got Socks, is owned by Anita Gillis and D-Effort Beaton. D-Effort does the training. Rodney Gillis drives the 4, I Got Socks. 5, Damn Lucky, is owned by Dion Gillis. Ambrose Gillis trains and drives the 5, Damn Lucky. And rounding out the field is the 6, Betty White, for Darlene and Brock McClellan. Zach Mullins trains and drives the 6, Betty White. Down to 5 minutes to post time here on the afternoon's 5th race. Starts Tractor Exactor Superfecta. Win Place Show Wagering. 5 minutes till 5th race post time. With down to 4 minutes to post time here on the afternoon's 5th race, for my top selection, I landed on the rail entry in here. Windermere Best Man comes in off a 5th place finish last week in the winner's over to Sealaird, where he paced 2 minutes, 2 fifths, closed it out in 29-3. 3 starts down was a 5th place finisher to American Risk in 2:02-3. He's yet to hit the win column this season in 2 starts, but last season was an 8-time winner from 23 starts. So for first, I'll go the rail, Windermere Best Man, as he is currently 8-5. For second here in the afternoon's 5th race, I'll go to the 2 entry, Stay Pumped. She's coming off a good first place finish last week for Travis McLean in 1:59-1, closed it out in 29-1. 2 starts down was a 6th place finisher for driver Keegan Madden in 2:04-3 to Believe It, See It. She's got 3 wins this season from 17 starts, so for second, I'll go to the 2, Stay Pumped, and Travis McLean. For third here in the afternoon's 5th race, I'll go to the 4 entry, I Got Socks. He was unfortunately involved in the no contest last week, but 3 starts down, he was a winner for Rodney Gillis in 2:02-1, closed out in 30 seconds flat. He's got 1 win this season from 1 start, so for third, I'll go to the 4, I Got Socks, as he is currently 5-1. The 50-50 is currently at $1,072. And the favorite right now at 7-5 is the 6, Betty White. The starter has called the entries into the gate. It's post time. The afternoon's 5th race lines up with a field of 6. Rail Out, Windermere Best Man, Danny Gillis. Stay Pumped, Travis McLean. La Playa Deo, Andrew McLean. I Got Socks, Rodney Gillis. Damn Lucky, Ambrose Gillis. And Betty White on the grandstand side for Zach Mullins. 5th race, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Windermere Best Man along the rail, and La Playa Deo. Those two fire out of there into the turn. Stay Pumped goes 3rd. 4th, there'll be I Got Socks, and the 2 trailers. Damn Lucky has made a break in 5th, and Betty White is the trailer back there in 6th. From the rail, Danny Gillis had rail control. He's got Windermere Best Man right up on the engine. Sitting in the 2 hole is La Playa Deo. Stay Pumped, she goes 3rd. I Got Socks is 4th. Little bit of gap to 5th to Betty White. And Damn Lucky, he has regathered himself back there in 6th as they pass the opening quarter in 29 and 2. Windermere Best Man the leader. La Playa Deo goes 2nd. First up from 3rd, there goes Stay Pumped. I Got Socks is 4th. Betty White can see them 5th. And Damn Lucky, the trailer back there in 6th. As they're coming in front of us for the first time, Windermere Best Man the leader. On the outside 2nd, Stay Pumped. She's first up 2nd. La Playa Deo locked in the box 3rd. I Got Socks 2nd over 4th. And the 2 trailers, Betty White and Damn Lucky. The half was up in 59 and 1. 29 and 4 in the second panel. Windermere Best Man, he looks to take Danny Gillis all the way as he opens the lead up by 3. Stay Pumped is 2nd. La Playa Deo 3rd. I Got Socks, he's 2nd over 4th. Betty White and Damn Lucky, the 2 trailers, as they're arriving at 3 quarters. Windermere Best Man the leader. The 3 quarters was stepped in 129 and 1. Windermere Best Man the leader. Stay Pumped, she's on the outside 2nd. I Got Socks, he's well towed into it. 2nd over on the outside 3rd. La Playa Deo is 4th as they're swinging off the turn and into the stretch drive. Stay Pumped has taken over. I Got Socks is battling as they are coming to the wire. Stay pumped up for Travis McLean. I got Sox's second. Tight for third, La Playa Dale against Windermere Best Man. Stay pumped. She wins the afternoon's fifth in 1:59.4. The afternoon's fifth race was the Johnny Gillis Memorial. Johnny spent his evenings and days off with the horsemen and horsewomen here at the Inverness Raceway. He had a passion for horses and owned and raced over many years, with his favorites being Iona Katie, Tequila and Paradise. He also cherished his barn mates, Joey, Madison, Erland, and Damien and Andrew. Once race season ended, Johnny could be found cheering on his favorite hockey player from the stands at any arena or watching his beloved Montreal Canadiens from the comfort of his couch. The afternoon's fifth race is in memory of Johnny Gillis. Returning to the fifth race winner's circle, here in the afternoon's fifth is the 2-entry Stay Pumped. She is a 5-year-old bay-pacing mare by Stay Hungry from the Artificial Dam. Pump My Ride is owned by Michael Gillis from Windsor, Ontario, trained by Ethan McLean. Travis McLean is in the bike for the win. Fourth on this season for the mare. That'll be her 15th lifetime. The mile was up today in 1:59.4. Family and friends trackside with the cooler presentation in the Johnny Gillis Memorial. The afternoon's 5th race is now official. Windermere Best Man was 4th. Stay Pumped, the race winner. La Playa Deo 3rd. I Got Socks 2nd. Damn Lucky was 6th. Betty White was 5th. Fractions were 29 and 2, 59 and 1, 129 and 1. And the mile 159 and 4 for 2. Stay Pumped. Top down your program should read 413, 26, 5 on the bottom. The 2 Stay Pumped paid $6.50, $3.90, $5.10. The 4 I Got Socks $4 and $4.70. And the 3 La Playa Deo $12.50 to show. The exactor here in the afternoon's 5th paid $42.30. The triactor paid $241 even. And the superfecta $74.90. 6th race up next in approximately 8 minutes.
Up and coming, race number 6, first in the late double. It goes to post in 10 minutes time at 2:54. Just talking to Kenny McNeil downstairs in the Parimutuel. Good friend Gordy Marsh had the triactor over in race number 4, Dirty Bobby, Fear the Shadow and Eastward Old Fun. 361.90. Congratulations. Just equipment change here in the 6th. On the 6th, McGland takes off the earplugs and he goes from a hood with cups to an open bridle. Race number 7, our feature on this afternoon's Cardiff Racing. A field of 6. They go for 2,000. Talk some smack. And Travis McLean. Hippie John, Danny Gillis, C. Laird. A winner last week in 57 2/5 for Zach Mullen. Zach is back in the sulky. What's Up Doc and Redmond Doucette. In a post 4, Sure Gain and Rodney Gillis is the 5. On the outside, it's East Coast Invader and a Monica Sutherland. First half, the double, 9 minutes on post. Our next card of racing here at the Inverness Raceway goes to post next Sunday afternoon. Next Sunday afternoon, Atlantic Sire Stakes, 3-year-old pacing colts and fillies. They'll be on hand here next Sunday afternoon. 3-year-old colts and fillies. Probably a 12-dash program for next week. 1 o'clock is our post time. Inverness Raceway Fantasy Stable 2026. $20 per stable. You pick 8 horses, and when they race here at the Raceway, you receive points. 5 points for a win, 4 for second, 3 for third, 2 for fourth, and one for fifth. You don't get anything if they finish 6th, 7th, or 8th. It's the Inverness Raceway Fantasy Stable 2026. Get your entries now here at the Raceway or from Lily Watson. She does an excellent job distributing everything out and taking all the stats for the season. That's Lily Watson and the Inverness Raceway Fantasy Stable 2026. On parade from the lower turn, the entries here in the 6th first end of the late double Exacta, Superfecta, and Triacta wagering. They go for 1,500. Down winners 801. Also eligible $7,000 claiming. On the rail, Southfield Sandy owned by Route 19 Racing. Lewis McDonnell is up. Old Buck owned by Lisa Hanscombe and Alan Frazier. Rodney Gillis up. 3 Galway Bay owner trainer driver Monica Sutherland. Onions to go at a post 4 owned by Doug McQuarrie and Eddie Benner. Redmond Doucette drives. The 5 is Whittier Don't Matter, owned by Malcolm McCacken, Alex Sutherland, Campbell McIsaac drives. 6 Mile Land, owned by Ella and Daniel McDonald, Travis McLean in the sulky. Rounding out the field, number 7 Yacht Sealster, owned by Cole Mullins, Angus McQuarrie, Bill Basker and James Struthers. Mr. Zach Mullins does the driving. Field of 7, first end, the late double. It goes to post and 5. Downstairs, free Sundays. Compliments of Ivan Daughters. Free Sundays. Compliments of Ivan Daughters. Our 50-50 here at the Inverness Raceway will draw upon completion of this dash. Inverness is 50-50. It's the best in the Maritimes. Entries up, second and final score. And we're down to 4 now. 4 minutes post time here for the 6th. My selection here in the 6th. Race number 6. I went to the 6. McLand and Travis McLean in the sulky here this afternoon. He finished 2nd to Stay Pumped last week. Paced a mile in 59 4/5 for Erden Mofford. So we wish our best going out. He's recuperating in the accident here last week. For 2nd, I went to the 3, Galway Bay, a 3-year-old, by Somewhere Fancy, owner, trainer, driver, Monica Sutherland. In the sulky, a winner last week in 2 minutes and 3/5. In 3 starts this season, 2 wins and a 2nd. Goes for win number 3 on the season. For 3rd, I went to the rail entry, Southfield Sandy, who should be cutting it out. And they'll have their hands full beating this 10-year-old by Western Paradise. In 3 starts this season, a 1st, 2nd, and a 3rd, paced right around 2 minutes in those starts. And for 4th, I went to 7 entry Yacht Sealster and Zach Mullins in the Salt Key. 6-3, 1 and 7. My selection here in the 6th. Favorite on the board at $3.80. It'll probably be your pace setter. That's Saltfield Sandy. It's your last chance at the windows. Short delay here in the 6th. The 6th entry by land going to the paddock for equipment repair. Favorite on the board at $4. That's Oldfield Sandy and Lewis McDonnell leaving on the rail. Very respectable first, second, and third on the season. He's at $3.70 at $99. That's the 5 Windermere Don't Matter and a Campbell McIsaac. Galway Bay is at $8.70 for Monica Sutherland. 2 wins and a second on the season. Jumping up in class here this afternoon for this 3-year-old by Somewhere Fancy. The 6, McLand, has returned. Now we're going. Pick 5 carryover heading into next week's program. $124 in the Pick 5 carryover. That goes into next week. Get him in that gate, Joe. Leonard Virus has returned. Now we're going. Entries for the 6th. In the hands of your starter. Entries moving on the stable turn here in the 6th. Condition field also eligible. $7,000 claiming. Southfield Sandy on the rail. The Public's Choice at 460. And Lewis McDonnell, Old Buck, Rodney Gillis, Galway Bay, and Monica Sutherland. Onions to go. Redmond Doucette, Windermere Don't Matter. Campbell McIsaac, McGland, Travis McLean in the backfield. It's Yacht Sealster and Zach Mullins. A field of 7 comes through the lanes here at the Inverness Raceway. It's post time. Down off of the gate, New End, Southfield Sandy. Hitting zone full. The lead, Old Buck is second on the outside, in third at the rail, pushing in the second. And that is Yacht Sealster. Down the backside, Southfield Sandy. Up front down the lead. Second is Yacht Sealster up here third. That is Old Buck. 4 up on the outside. It's Windermere Don't Matter as he drops in a hole. 6 on the outside, McNeil. Then Galway Bay. And Onions to go. 30 and 2. Past the opening station, Southfield Sandy shows the way. Second, that is Yacht Sealster. Old Buck is third. Windermere Don't Matter is fourth. 5 on the outside, McLean. Galway Bay is going to follow him. Then Onions to go is the trailer. On past the half mile now, and Old Buck pops at the 3-hole. Up to challenge Southfield Sandy on towards the 5/8. 101 and 2. In third at the rail. And that is Yacht Sealster. 4 on the outside, McLean. Yeah, 5. Windermere Don't Matter. Galway Bay is going to tip out. Going to go 3 deep here for Monica Sutherland. Stable turn, second and final time. Southfield Sandy, Old Buck. Galway Bay continues to climb. Third on the extreme outside. Yacht Sealster nowheres to go. Then McLean, 131 and 2/5. Past 3/4. Southfield Sandy brings them on home. Here's Old Buck. On the outside, Yacht Sealster's coming down the rail. Old Buck on the outside. Looks to nip out Southfield Sandy, but I don't think so. Southfield Sandy and Old Buck in a photo finish here in the 6th. 201 and 3. Judge's inquiry on the dash. We're checking in to see whether or not the 4 Onions to go received a fair start. Here in the 6th, number 4, Onions to Go, had broken equipment. Before the word go was given, broken overcheck, refund on the 4 Onions to Go. It's set for in the pick 4. In the pick 4. And in this instance, you would have number 1, Southfield Sandy. He was the winner. And back from the lower turn, 10-year-old, big pacing gelding by Western Paradise. At the Cam Luck mare, San Frangelica, bred by the Windermere Farms at Marshfield, Prince Edward Island. He's owned by Route 19 Racing. At a Judic. Lewis McDonnell, training and driving, 201 and 2/5. Second win on the season. Here's Southfield Sandy. Refund on the 4 Onions to Go. In the pick 4, you get the 1 Southfield Sandy. He was the winner. And the favorite at $4.30. The winner of this afternoon's 50-50, $1,210. $1,210. Bernie McDonald. Bernie A.B. McDonald. That's A.B.'s future. Bernie McDonald, $1,210. Our 50-50 winner. Congratulations. There were no 1-2 exactas. We're paid off on 1 all. And it returned $3.70 track combination of 1, 2, and 7. $63.20. The sixth official, Saltfield Sandy, the winner. Old Buck was second, Galway Bay 4. Onions to go, 57. Broken equipment, refund. Windermere don't matter 6, McLean 5, and Yacht Sealster 3. 30 and 2, 101 and 2, 131 and 2, 201 and 3. Top the program, 1, 2, 4, 7 refund, 6, 5, 3 on the bottom, 201 and 3/5. Saltfield Sandy and Lewis McDonnell. In the sixth race, number 4, Onions to go. 57, broken equipment, a broken overcheck. Did not receive a fair start. In the instance of the pick 4, you would get the post-time favorite, that being Saltfield Sandy, and he was a winner. He was a winner in race number 6. Over in race number 7, the winner's over. Your approximate daily double odds. Talk some smack, $5. Hippie Jump, $34. C. Laird, $8. What's Up Doc, $57. Sure Gain, $86. East Coast Invader, $86. From the top, 5, 34. 8, 57, 86, 86. And from the lower turn there, the entries here in the 7th. Winners over 1,000, last 5. They go for first $2,000. On the rail is the 7-year-old By Art Speak. Talk Some Smack. Owned and trained by Kevin McDonald. In the sulky this afternoon, Travis McLean. 2 is Hippie John, an 8-year-old by Better Than Cheddar, owned by the estate of Roderick Smith. And Danny Gillis in the sulky, Mary McQuarrie does the training. 3 is C. Laird, owned by Douglas Lowthers and Zach Mullins. Zach does the training, driving. What's Up Doc at a post 4. On Bred and Trained, John McClellan, Redmond do set up. Sure Gain at a post 5. Owned and Trained, the effort beaten. Rodney Gillis drives, rounding out the field, number 6, East Coast Invader. Owned by Todd and Monica Sutherland. Monica Sutherland is in the sulky. My selection in race number 7, I went with the 3, C. Laird, a 10-year-old by Custard the Dragon. 3 starts on the season. A winner in his last 2, and in his very last start, a winner in the winner's over, coming the last quarter in a blistering 27 4/5. Zach Mullins for Doug Lowthers. He's on the board, the public's choice, at $4.90. For second, I went to the 4. What's Up, Doc? A 7-year-old by Hilarious Halo. Owned, bred, and trained by John McClellan at a Bamboo. Redmond Doucette. Congratulations on those 1,000 wins. Here this afternoon, celebrating win number 1,000. What's Up, Doc? And a Redmond for second. For third, I wasn't sure about a Talk Some Smack. Travis McLean is back in the sulky here this afternoon for owner-trainer Kevin McDonald. There was something just ajar last week. Hopefully, Talk Some Smack is back to his old form. And for fourth, I went to the 5 Sure Gain. An 8-year-old by Blue Burner, owned and trained by DFer Beaton out of Port Hood. Rodney Gillis is in the sulky. 3, 4, 1, and 5, my selection here in the 7th. Entries up, second and final score down to 3. It's your last chance at the windows. Entries for the 7th. Your go home pace. In the hands of your starter, And a happy Father's Day going out to each and every father here at the Inverness Raceway. I received a beautiful pair of Helly Hansen golf shoes for Father's Day this morning. Entries moving on the stable turn here in the 7th. Talk some smack. Travis McLean, Hippie John, Danny Gillis, C. Laird, Zach Mullins. What's up, Doc? Redmond Doucette, Sure Gain, Rodney Gillis, East Coast Invader, and Monica Sutherland. At $3.80, it's C. Laird and Zach Mullins. Field of 6 comes through the lane for the go-home pace. Good start. They're all on gate. Down off the gate and away. And what's up, Doc? Hit zone looking full. The lead. Talks some smack in at the rail. End of the first turn there. And what's up, Doc? Up front down the lead. Talks some smack is second, up here third. That is Hippie John. Hit a 4, C. Laird. Driving up 5, Sure Gain in the backfield. It's East Coast Invader. We're strung out past the opening quarter here. And a What's Up, Doc? And Redmond Doucette. Up front down the lead, cutting out those fractions, 29 seconds even. Past the opening quarter, talk some smack. Travis McLean in the 2-hole up here third. That is Hippie John. He hit a 4, C. Laird as he notions to the outside. Sure Gain is on the move. And in the backfield, it's East Coast Invader. We're passing the half mile, and What's Up, Doc has 2 of them. Up front down the lead, second, talk some smack. Third in the outside, that is Hippie John, 59 and 2. By the half mile up the backside, and the 3/4 up and coming. What's Up, Doc? Up front down the lead, second on the outside, that is Hippie John. In third at the rail, talk some smack. Sure Gain is getting in gear in 4. What's Up, Doc? And Redmond Doucette. He's looking for win number 4 on the program. Second on the outside is Hippie John. Sure Gain is gaining. 129 and 1/5 past 3/4. What's Up, Doc? Is going to bring him on home. Sure Gain is coming. And behind Sure Gain, C. Laird is coming. But What's Up, Doc? Is bringing him on through the lanes. And What's Up, Doc? It's close at the wire. The 3, C. Laird, may have picked him off. The photo is for win. 2 minutes flat photo between C. Laird and What's Up, Doc. In the photo, it was C. Laird and Zach Mullins. C. Laird on the far outside. Unofficially from the lower turn, 10-year-old bay pacing, gelding by Custard, the Dragon. And the Arts Place mare, Devil Likes It Hot. This horse was bred at the Sea Spray Stables Limited out of British Columbia. Douglas Lowther shares ownership with the trainer-driver Zach Mullins in a good stretch drive, 2 minutes. Here's 10-year-old Sealard. And the 7th official talks some smack for Hippie John was 5, Sealard the winner. What's Up Doc was 2nd, Sure Gain 3rd, East Coast Invader finished up as 6th. 29, 59 and 2, 129 and 1, 2 minutes even. Top the program, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6 on the bottom. 2 minutes flat, 10-year-old Sealard and Zach Mullins, 370, 290, 210, place the 4, What's Up Doc, 720 and 290, the show the 5, Sure Gain, 220. The double came back, $8.10, 8.10 for the daily doubled combination 1 and 3. Superfecta 3, 4, 5 and 1, $31.15. Exacta 3 and 4, $6.40, $6.40. Just the one qualifier here this afternoon. Just the one qualifier this afternoon. Two pacers and a trotter. JJ's Knight's Image on the rail. Campbell McIsaac for Eileen Beaton. Believe It, See It at a post 2. Rodney Gillis for DF for Beaton. And a West River Karuna. Kenny McDonald for Mary Claire McDonald. This afternoon's one and only qualifier here at the Inverness Raceway. At a post 2 is Believe It, See It. Rodney Gillis for the effort beaten. Scoring on the rail, it's JJ's Knight's Image. Campbell McIsaac for Eileen Beaton. And a West River Karuna. Kenny McDonald for Mary Claire McDonald. I'll field at 3, 2 pacers and a trotter. Here in this afternoon's one and only qualifier. Through the lanes here at the Inverness Raceway. This afternoon's one and only qualifier, JJ's Knight's Image. Believe It, See It in West River Karuna. Field of 3. Down off the gate and away in JJ's Knight's Image. Up for the lead second. That is Believe It, See It. Driving third, West River Karuna. Down the backside toward the opening quarter now, and the trotter, West River Karuna. In rain to Kenny McDonald. Wants to head up front down the lead in at the rail. That is JJ's Knight's Image, and popping at the 3-hole. That is Believe It, See It. And a Rodney Gillis. Lots of activity in a 3-horse field, 31 2/5. Past that opening quarter. Believe It, See It. On the outside, West River Karuna trots in at the rail, second up here, third. That is JJ's Knight's Image. On past half mile now, and Believe It, See It gets down to the pylons. West River Karuna trotting up here second. Up here third, JJ's Knight's Image, 102 2. They were by the half mile. And Believe It, See It still up front down the lead. West River Karuna. He's driving second. Then up here third, JJ's Knight's Image, passing 3/4 for your pace setter. Believe It, See It. West River Karuna back 3, then back another 5 at JJ's Knight's Image. 3/4, they were there, 133 and 1/5. Off the top turn and through the lane here, Believe It, See It, and rain to Rodney Gillis is going to be a winner. West River Karuna is trotting up here second, and for third, it's JJ's Knight's Image. Time of the mile, 2:02 4. Believe It, See It here in the qualifier.